said to the crowd, "The more you feed me, the more I feed you."
Welcome to Frail Fragments Monster Closet, Season 3.
Hey, this is the Monster Closet, episode 220. It's Monday, March 30th, 2026. We got a special guest today, Peril from Phantom High, front person Phantom High, killing it. We had the pleasure of playing with Phantom High a couple of years ago for Halloween at the Atria. And we played with Birdie and the Android Meme. Great night of music. It was an awesome Halloween for me. You guys kicked my ass. Like I found out about Phantom High from Frail Fragments guitarist Matthias, and you know, I'm going off, but Peril's a talented person. He's worked with our guitarist on making music together, and that's how I found out who Phantom High were. Checked out their socials and was impressed. They like exceeded expectations 2 years ago for Halloween. They fucking blew my mind. Like, I mean, that was crazy, dude. Like, you had me that whole time that you played, right? It's like, but I always thought about you, man, and like you really like put it out there, and you deserve everything, man. And like yeah, I mean, you really know how to. You're a very talented entertainer. You know, hats off to you, bro. Thank you so much for being on the show. And you're an alumni of the Monster Closet, so that's really cool too. And we'll get talk in a sec, but we're playing Saturday night at the Horseshoe, April 18th, 2026. In a couple of weeks, and we got Star Beast opening up the night, and they're like an amazing band. They remind me of like a Smashing Pumpkins kind of realm, but I mean, like a bit about them, like Ruben, he was in a band called Glue Leg in the mid 90s, and they were kicking asses in the mid 90s. I don't know if you remember Glue Leg. They had like a saxophone player in their band, and like,
so I actually do remember it. Like it was a slow burn. You mentioned it, and I was like, and then I was like, yes, I've heard of this band. I don't know where, maybe if it was reference or if I've actually encountered them. We weren't in Toronto until 2009, so anything that predates 2009, unless it was on like Much Music or something like that.
it was, man. It was. They were like,
Yeah,
they were
that's
touring
where-
with like I Mother Earth and these guys, like, you know, tea parties and the whole thing. They were
Right.
coming up through Toronto. So cool, man.
Yeah, that's fucking sick, dude. I did not know that. Thank you for informing me. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Star Beast is Ruben's new project. And I mean, the bass player is the guy from, he played in Glue Leg with Ruben. And, you know, I saw them at Molson Park in Barrie in like 1997. It was like a trip to like be playing with these guys now too. This guy's a top shelf songwriter. You know, then you have the Reed Effect, and Kirk Reed is just he is music.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Kirk, and I was familiar with his brother. Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. man, Chris. And yeah, like those guys are just a good time, and I think the Horseshoe was made for them, and they just do a really good job. And we've played with them for a few years now at the Horseshoe. And then Frail Fragment, and then like, what better band to close off that night than Phantom High? I mean, like, it's just gonna go up. The energy is gonna go up, and it's gonna be pretty fucking cool. So
We're really stoked. We're playing almost all new material, and yeah, so it's going to be a crazy show for us.
yeah, like I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I was thinking of like even playing second so I could like put all my stuff away and like really, but I think it just makes more sense to play third and then you guys play fourth because it just kind of like drives the energy up. We got a lot of people coming too, so it's gonna be fun. And yeah, check it out, man. Saturday, April 18th. It's gonna be Horseshoe is gonna be the place to be. It's $20. Doors open at 8:30, I believe, and Starbeast go on like just before 9, in and around 9. Don't miss them, man. Like, I mean, I handpicked these bands, and they're all fucking amazing for a reason. So, I mean, I'll put any one of these bands up in a fucking Pepsi taste challenge as far as bands go, and they'll hold their own. So, I mean, thank you again, Peril, for doing this, man. It's incredible.
It's going to be awesome. And, you know, I've already started just personally DMing people and getting them to come out, because what a lot of people don't know, and I don't know if I've spoken to you about it, but we are relocating to the East Coast in August. So we only have like 2 Toronto shows left, and this is one, and then one for North by Northeast, and that's it. So
wow, this is kind of like an exclusive for me. I mean, I feel like I've been shot. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but this show is going to be even more special, right? Like,
definitely.
Yeah. Wow. Well, all the best to you.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, what we're doing, it's just too expensive for us right now, and we have family stuff going on that we have to get closer to on the East Coast, but it's going to allow us to launch. Like, we've got an RV lined up there, and moving back to the East Coast is going to allow us to tour across Canada. And also we're set up, we're going to be doing some stuff in the UK, and we've got some stuff in Germany lined up. So we're just basically, it's a strategy, not leaving here because we want to. We love this city. I love Scarborough. Like, this is my favorite place, and I've never lived anywhere in my life as long as I've been here in Toronto and in Scarborough. Like, I've never stayed it's since 2009. So what's that, 16, wow. 17 years? So yeah, this is home. So we're going to be coming up on the regular, but we're just relocating our home base, and we have video stuff lined up. I mean, we've got 3 albums worth of material backlog that we can't afford to do videos for. So I took this year off, amidst court cases and
wow. Okay.
And
a lot going on.
Don't work in a mushroom shop, folks. It's not worth it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so, and we're just trying to launch. Like, we're supposed to release six tracks this year, and we're already like 2 months behind. And but now that I've got finance coming in again, I'll speed that along. But this is the thing when you're an underground, unsigned act and you're paying for all of your own shit. This is how it is. So
I know, man. I'm a soldier like you. I think you live a little bit more by the sword than me, but because I have a 40-an-hour job, like, you know, I need that because I have like kids and shit like that. But
yeah, of course.
So I have to have some sort of a safety net. So I can't kind of put all my eggs into one basket with music, and it's just, for me, it's just creating balance. Yeah. And you know, trying to do that shit, right? But I can understand your come up. I've been a Scarborough cat, you know. I lived in Scarborough for 20 years or whatever it was, so it's like, you know, I know what Scarborough is, and you know a lot of the same people from Scarborough, and there you go, Eglinton Square right there. So yeah, man, like yeah, so I get it, right? I know Scarborough's a cool place to be, and Scarborough will miss you, but yeah, I think everything happens for a reason, right? And like you said, it'll give you this ability to come back through Toronto and do it in a different way and expand your horizons, right? So fuck yeah, man, like, this is a good thing.
So the other thing that's going to be awesome is that, you know, when we go home, we're taking all of you fucking guys with us. So like all of our Toronto bands and stuff, like, we're setting up a base. We've already got a booking agent and somebody who is like really established and rooted in Canada in general, but also they happen to be living on the East Coast. So we just connected with them, and our plan is to really nail down. People love music on the East Coast, and we want to really just bring bands from Toronto. Like, we want to really reinvigorate the sense of community in the music scene, and just do what we've been doing in Toronto, but now do it on a nationwide, you know, platform. So that's our plan.
That's sick, dude. I'm down to, you know, I'm always down to join forces with friends, and thank you for doing that, man. That's what it's all about. It's about community, and like, you know, you stick together with like the bands that kind of correlate and are in it and doing it and fighting for, you know, playing for the sake of playing, you know, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's how it happens, man. You build a movement. And Nirvana, you know, never did it on its own. They had, you know, Alice in Chains and fucking Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam.
Every scene
just
was
a billion
scene, right?
bands, right?
Yeah. Same with LA, same with Seattle, same with, you know, there was a time in New York, there was a time in Philly, you know, just all of these places, they just, there's a community, and that's what these artists launch off. And there may be one that gets signed before another. Back in the time when people got signed, it's all communicative, and people don't realize that, you know, is that the strength that these people launched off was a foundation that was established by all of these crazy talented artists from different walks of life and shit like that. And yeah, we're super stoked to get on that and to unite the two worlds. That, you know, my home, I've never lived anywhere for long, but my family all lives on the East Coast, so it's I call it home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to bring what we do here in Toronto there, and I think it's gonna really be fresh for a lot of people.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah, and they have great festivals out there, you know, like 30,000 people at these festivals, like in Magnetic Hill and Parley Beach and just all of these places. I want to get in on that shit.
Yeah, so do I. That sounds amazing. What's it called? Was there a band in your life that kind of like slapped you across the face, and it was like the band or the moment you knew you wanted to play music?
Shit. There's waves of them, dude, right? Like it came in waves. There was like Van Halen, like when
Okay.
I was in like 5th grade and I saw the video for Jump come on TV, and I was just like, these guys are the coolest fucking guys I've ever seen in my life. But I didn't really get into music. Guns N' Roses, maybe, but like if I'm pulling from like who drives me when I listen to them, it's somewhere between Alice in Chains, Faith No More, and Korn, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. I can
So
hear
I'd be
that for
like an
sure.
amalgamation of those. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty close to that. I would say Alice in Chains for sure. I mean, Korn were a huge part of my life. And I have to throw like, well, but the band to slap me in the face was Nirvana. Like when I heard Nirvana
Yeah.
Nevermind, I was like, holy fuck, like I need a guitar.
That was a crazy time. And all of everything that came after that, right? Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains
yeah.
and Pearl Jam. You know, admittedly, I was never like a huge Pearl Jam. Like I was never like, that's my favorite band. But, you know, like I dug shit that they did. Just, I think I was more of an angst-driven person and more flamboyant, obviously. Hello?
Yeah, boy.
So Mike Patton and Lane Staley, you know, and of course what Jerry contributed to that writing.
Yeah.
That's my soul. Like that's right to the core. And I was a late bloomer on Korn. I liked Korn when they first came out as kind of like a novelty. I liked them because they were playing Steve Vai guitars, and that was like, I was like, oh, and they're doing rap shit too. That's fucking sick, you know, with the slap bass and all of the different things that they brought. And then, but it wasn't until like 2002 when Queen of the Damned came out and Jonathan Davis did that soundtrack and all of those crazy musicians on it. And I was just like, I was on a rap label. I was doing hip hop music in Miami at the time. And I was just like, I've been away from music. I've been away from heavy music too long. And I just relapsed heavy. And I get into like the Birthday Massacre and all of these other bands. You know, Birthday Massacre was a big one for me, especially coming here to Toronto. I remember telling the guys, we're in the U-Haul driving to Toronto, Halloween night of 2009. I was like, you know, fucking the Birthday Massacre is from Toronto. We might fucking meet those guys, and now I hang out. So it's fucking cool.
That's sick, man. Yeah, I know. We used to hang out with Brett. We played a few gigs together back circa like 2010. We did the Hard Rock in Niagara a couple of times.
Nice.
And we did the Drake Hotel, our first CD release party with the Primitive Evolution. They opened the show, I believe. And we played a few, like, I think we did a Horseshoe gig. I booked them for Horseshoe a couple of times. Yeah, but we had our thing back in the day, but I mean, you lose touch and it is what it is. You have families and, you know, you go this way and they go that way. But, you know, talented guy, he's still doing his thing, so, you know, that's awesome, right?
Yeah, our show with North by Northeast is with those guys, so that's going to be cool. They kind of put us on, you know?
Last year you played Massey Hall, dude. That was crazy, right? So that's awesome.
That was wild. That was fun. I wish I could do that again, like, soon.
Yeah. One you'll get there. You'll get there. It's gonna happen again. Like, I mean, we were thinking of booking a Massey Hall show. It didn't work right now. Timing's rough. I mean, my wife is expecting, and it's just like somewhat, you know, it's a lot of, as a promoter, it's just kind of like, my mind can't be in something that big right now.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to get to steer people who are used to going. You know, it's easy to steer people to the Bovine. It's easy to steer people to the Horseshoe. As easy
That's
as
true.
it is, but to new venues that you're not accustomed to playing at, it seems more difficult because people are like uncertain of where they are going and where they're going to park and all of these different things. I mean, we had a great turnout. It was an awesome show. It was weird playing a show where you have to take an elevator to get to the show. Like, that was a mind fuck, but super cool. And they were just like the Elmo, like the crew there and the people that they have working are top notch. You know, they take very good care of you. The nicest dressing rooms and green room that I've ever been in. It was,
I bet,
phenomenal. Yeah, I took pictures of it. I took video of it. You would think I would have taken it of the show, and I'm back there. My dumbass is taking pictures of the green room. But
the stage looked beautiful too, man. Congratulations. That's an awesome gig that you played, right? So, have you ever considered starting a project without the mask and just go buy something else? You know, and you can go undetected with this with the mask, right? Like, it's a part of Phantom High. But are you, or have you, or would you, you know, do like a project completely different, or have you thought about that with no mask?
I've done it in the past. I mean, I was in, when we moved here, I was in a band called Isonic, and I was a guitar player in that. And then that band morphed into a band called The All Scene, and then that band bit the dust, and we did one called Six Dark Six. And all of those were really cool, but they never hit the moment. I don't know. Like, yeah, for sure. It's hard to say. This has been such a liberating experience for me. Like, I feel more like me, oddly enough, with the mask. I feel more myself than I do without it. I actually feel like turned off when I'm not in the mask. And I kind of like it because it, like you said, it allows me to just go out, and I'll be out at shows and I'll see people that are, you know, like Phantom High fans or whatever. Yeah. And I could be standing right beside them and they have no fucking idea who I am. And it's not that I don't want to talk to them, but I kind of dig it. It's very relaxing for me to go out and not worry about having any type of appearance or ego or anything. I can literally just be in my joggers, you know, like all the time. And it's kind of just like being in your underwear on the sofa and never having to really worry about getting dressed up for anybody. And then when the mask goes on, the other me turns off, and it's almost like a schizophrenic possession or something. I don't know. I just become somebody different. Maybe it's the person that I always wanted to be, but never felt like my appearance matched what was on the inside. Hard to say.
Yeah.
I need a therapist, but
for me, it's like, yeah, it's same. When I turn it on, it's kind of, I want to be away from everybody, before I go into playing live. It's weird. I can't explain it. It's just I don't want to really be talking to anybody because, you know, you lose your voice. You're yelling at a club. You know, people can't hear what you're saying. Everybody wants to talk to you before you're playing. And it's like you're yelling, and by the time you play, you fucking have no voice left. Or 30% of your voice is left. So it's like, for me, that's what I've learned by playing fucking hundreds of shows. It's like, you know, I don't really want to talk to anybody. And it's nothing against anybody, but
Yeah,
it's
of
just I
course.
want to be in my space. And, you know, sometimes I'll go for, most of the time I'll go for a walk even, like, before I play, and just walk around the area and, like, come back and kind of, you know, get my thing together. And, you know, I tune it kind of everybody out in my own way. And
Yeah.
then when I play, it's just, you know, I feel nerves. I feel nerves until like the first kind of minute through the song, and I'm good.
Dude, I am a nervous wreck before every single show. And it's not stage fright. Like, people are like, oh, you still get, I mean, I'm sure I get, like, you know, fright is what gives you your adrenaline. So yeah, I get adrenaline before I go on stage and stuff, but it's the logistics and shit, like, you know, sound checks and getting there on time and load-ins and making sure all of my shit works. And dude, I get fucking cramps right now just talking about it. I absolutely hate that shit. And so one of the things I've been doing is trying to carve away, kind of whittle away the things that I have to do to be in character for the shows, because I just want to be comfortable, and I want to be free up there, and I want to enjoy these shows that I do. I don't want to be so uptight and wound up about logistics and tech and all of these different fucking things that ultimately don't matter to, you know, a lot of people
Exactly.
as much as they matter to me. But yeah, I'm just trying to do a lot of that stuff, and, you know, maybe not with the maybe not without the mask, but a thing that I'm working on doing coming up is a very stripped down version of Phantom High, where we do stuff that's kind of like a Nirvana, for example, or Stone Temple Pilots, where we just have like bare bones shit, like no backing, no fucking synth, just a 4-piece band and really raw, gritty shit, maybe some harmonies and stuff like that. But
yeah. But Peril, like, if you can do that, like, if you could like throw in an unplugged acoustic show, your heavy show is gonna be that much better.
yeah, and I mean, we're leaning towards, like, we're gonna have heavy shit always. It will always be in there, but like when you hear the new stuff, it's almost like hard rock, like, because I've been on this thing since maybe like 2022-ish, where I've been relapsing into like Ozzy, and, you know, I'm glad I did, because I was back into Ozzy, kind of relapsed on that shit when he passed. And while it was more painful, I'm glad that I was back into it for a couple years. And I was always saying, you know, like, who was doing the music that Ozzy did? You know, like, he occupied a massive piece of real estate, and, you know, and some people called it metal, some people called it rock and roll, some people whatever. But I remember a time when rock and roll had the attitude that metal has. You know, when you saw somebody that was in a rock band, that was a fucking badass thing, right? Like, you know, it was edgy. And now it seems to be rock became synonymous with pop, which became synonymous with just this vanilla, bland type of, I don't know, just
cookie cutter. It's cookie cutter. It's very cookie cutter.
Yeah, and so I want to bring some of that back. Like, there was some cool shit, you know, like that Ozzy was doing, and you could do it on the radio, but it was Ozzy. Even on the radio, it was Ozzy, right? And so I think, you know, and I'm sure that's some of what Ghost, you know, what he was thinking of, because a lot of their stuff is, I remember a few tracks of theirs that I liked, and I thought, shit, this is like Ozzy and Rat mixed together. Like, it's kind of like, you know, just hard rock. And I know people like to shit on them, like, oh, stop calling Ghost metal. Honestly, that shit means very little to me, like genre and stuff. I feel like it's all going away anyway. It's all amalgamating into just music.
You like what you like, right? You like what you like.
Yeah,
Show today. I like to keep it between 20 and 30.
absolutely.
And thanks for putting yourself out there, taking the time to spend with us. Episode 220. I mean, I think the first time you were on this show was like 50 or something like that.
No
We're still
shit.
going
Yeah,
strong.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm around anytime you want to yak about music or whatever. You know, we do. Even if we don't have a show coming up, just drop me a line. I'm always in. So.
Yeah, we'll do it, man. And thanks again for doing this. And I'm going to put all your socials here. Please come check us both out Saturday night, April 18th, 2026, at the Horseshoe Tavern. Star Beast, The Reed Effect, Frail Fragment, and Peril, Phantom High, closing the show.
Eglinton Square.
Eglinton Square, you can catch him there as well. But not on Saturday, April 18th. He's going to be at the Horseshoe. Thank you so much. Check frailfragment.com for tickets as well. You can get pre-sale tickets at frailfragment.com. Thanks again, Peril. We love you. Peace.
Peace.
Like a brisket, it's just too fucked up in the world to stay. But I can't die when I'm bleeding out, cause the bitch in the mirror's reviving me.